I ate a burger faster while driving than Kyle, and he's like, it's because your stomach's way big.
Because you stretch it out with the amount of meat that you put in it on a daily basis.
I do put a lot of meat in my stomach on a daily basis. Yeah. 2 team burgers, $15. 2 team burger combos.
Double fisting root beer right now. Is he gonna drink all that?
No, one's an iced tea.
Dude, he's gonna fucking pass away midday from all this sugar. So we came back from Joel's shop. The boys over there got it tuned up. Side knows more about this stuff than I do. It's the PDM and the, oh my! Did you get it? Look. So they got the interface and the PDM and what was the other word? Linked up. It was the suspension travel potentiometers and the pavement temperature sensors. So all those sensors should be working now.
Tire temp and track temp on the dash, letting me know what's up.
Live data.
We're trying to wolf these rides down, and then we're bringing the car in and getting ready for the dyno. Then I'm gonna hook up to the trailer, back it up to the door. We're gonna clean out the trailer while you're putting bolts in that you forgot.
Little clown.
The bus just went by and I just took Kyle and just did one of these right underneath the bus.
I deserve it. I f***ing forgot everything because I'm a clown. You know that saying when you do the same thing over and over again and expect different results? And that's the definition of insanity. Try working on the same car over and over and over again, expect different results. I'm insane in the membrane. That's what I'm trying to say.
I was wondering where it was going. I'm picking up what you're putting down. In preparation for the car shipping to where we're sending it, we needed to make more horsepower in the car, and all we knew was that we needed to work with Force at Link ECU, increase the size of the injectors, so we went to some ID 1700 injectors, 1700 cc that is, because our 1000 cc injectors were maxing out at around 85-90% duty cycle. We want to be around the 50-60% range at our maximum horsepower rating. So going into this dyno session, at least my expectations were actually not really even a thought. Usually we're going in wanting to make a certain number, and then, not that we've been disappointed, but in some cases we haven't made those numbers. So going into this dyno session, no expectations. We knew that we were increasing our nitrous shot to 300. We knew that we were adding more fuel. So with that said, we hopped on the dyno. We got the preliminary tune set in. We did some oil testing. We did some, we swapped the injectors over. We had to change the plugs on the injectors. After doing all of that, we got on the rollers and we got going. The very first pull that we did, we made 650 horsepower, wheel horsepower, no nitrous. Okay, so we're right on par with where the engine was before. The injectors are looking good. The fuel is all, the ratios are all good. When we did the first hit of nitrous, we did it super conservatively with a lot of fuel, so you always run it rich. Dial the timing back so there's no pre-detonation, because it's a dangerous thing to run this big of a nitrous shot. And the car put down at like 5,500 RPM, 890 wheel horsepower. And then at that moment, we were just like, so a 300 shot from 650 to 890 on a really rich, safe setup, we just increased almost 300 horsepower. So at this point, we're just like, oh wow, this is gonna be a 900 plus horsepower setup. But again, we weren't really expecting much more than that. So we started looking at the tune, we're cleaning up the fuel, leaning it out, fixing the timing. We did a second pull and it made 955 wheel horsepower. Again, another conservative run. It's safe, but it's not making the power that it can. So lean always makes more power, but it's way more dangerous. It's too much heat, you melt pistons, you do stuff that you don't want to do. So without nitrous, we're running around 26 degrees. With nitrous, we were running 14 degrees of timing. So super safe again. And then we did a couple more pulls. We're making 975, 980, 990. When we saw 990, we looked at the tables, everything was still really safe, and we said, let's get an extra 10 horsepower to make this 1,000 horsepower, which we did not expect at all coming into this session. I was thinking 900 is what we were gonna settle in at, and I was gonna be more than happy with that, as long as it was safe. We came in with a safe tune, still slightly on the rich side, with really reasonable timing. We came in at 1,005 wheel horsepower and 915 foot-pounds of torque.
Not warm out.
Went away with our tropical weather. Now it's -5 or something like that.
I guess it's just a number, and it doesn't really mean anything in terms of track, because it could be really peaky, it could not have a good power band, it could come in too hard, which all of those things we're going to tune in at the first event with Link ECU. I'm going to be going back and forth with them through all of our practices and stuff, dialing it in, because on a dyno, the tires are not allowed to spin, and in drifting, all we're doing is spinning. So there is going to be some things that are off. When I did this last time, it took maybe 7-8 laps for Forrest and I to get it absolutely perfect based on the data that I send him, the logs. So I'm really confident that this car is going to be more than enough for where we're going. We are going to be running a very sticky 285 tire. So we're going to need this power on demand, and it's actually going to be a safer car to drive by having more horsepower, because we do not want to get in a position where we end up straightening out. That would be extremely dangerous. There's going to be a lot of walls where we're going. So big thanks to BMS Tuning and Josh at FabMac for this session. We are still running Josh's engine, but we are working with Texas Speed from this point going forward. So you guys will start seeing that with our new livery that we're going to be releasing in the next week or so.
We are still in a super big time crunch. The car leaves in about a week and a half now, and there's still a lot to do. So tomorrow is Friday. Mike Martino from Design Shop React, he'll be coming down to the shop, and he's going to be doing the livery install on the car. So he designed it, and then he's also doing the install for us. Yeah, so today we're going to focus on taking the old livery off the car. Wait, dude, I'm recording.
So that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and you'll see updates on everything soon.